You just get that sucker to the designated place at the designated time, and I will gladly designate his ass for dismemberment.
Welcome to episode 4, everybody. We back, and we blacker than ever because it's Black History Month. But Black History Month, it's not just a month. Black History Month is every day. You feel me on that? Every day that you have life, you make Black history. Word up.
No doubt.
Let's get my brothers what it is, what it be.
Chilling, man. Just getting over the sickness.
Yeah. We was talking a little bit earlier, man. There's some shit going around, and I'm trying to understand this allergy shit, which I have all year basically. But for everything to be frozen one day and then the next day everything thaws out and then the allergies kick in like that, that's crazy. Like the pollen count or whatever the hell it is in the air just kicks up instantly like that. That's crazy. I don't understand it, but I'm feeling the repercussions of that shit, like for real.
Yeah.
Off and on, back and forth. Yeah. Actually had to double up on my meds because the other day I got hit so hard with that shit. So I don't understand it. So Mike, being that you are the environmental specialist, what the hell's going on?
Oh, that pud.
Anyway. That definitely ain't the case.
Oh,
maybe for you.
Yeah, right. Anyway.
Not me, brother. Maybe for you, but not me.
Okay. What'd you have going on Saturday, Jimmy?
Saturday. I had dinner.
Okay. That's what we call it. Dinner.
I went to Sicky's Garage. Y'all had that?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I went to Sicky's Garage because somebody kept bragging about how good it was. So we went, and she was right. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, it's cool.
It was busy too.
Yeah, but don't they got like burgers? They got like burgers, don't they? Mostly.
They got all these burgers and like these crazy burgers with all this stuff on there. Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff actually.
What'd you eat?
I got
chicken fingers.
No, I got a burger, fool. You trying to be funny?
Why? Why am I trying to be funny?
You trying to be chicken fingers? Trying to be funny?
How am I trying to be funny?
Cause man, I don't eat chicken fingers all the time.
But you eat chicken all the time.
Not really.
Man, stop it, man.
Not really. Chicken. Anyway. Anybody do anything for Valentine's Day?
Nope. I was at home.
Oh, I was sick.
Yeah, I feel like this is the one year where Valentine's Day wasn't laid on too thick by any means. Like even not even in commercials and shit like that. Because usually they be pounding you over the head with the commercials and you gotta buy a ring for this and you gotta do this and that. Buy her a car, all this shit. I didn't see all that this year.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I didn't see that a lot either.
Yeah, maybe that's a good thing. maybe people start to realize that just this one day should not be obligated to showing something like love for your woman or your girlfriend or whomever And it should be year round. I want to say, yeah, but I didn't see all the advertising stuff for that day this year. I don't know.
Maybe it ain't no love left in the world.
It could be. Could be.
Everything just transactional. Partners now, man. Ain't no love.
Nah, you're right. It ain't no love. It's how much money you got.
Yeah. Business
How
is
much
business.
how much you willing to spend.
Yeah.
And they got videos out here, women complaining that a dude took her to not Smash Burger, Freddy's, and one dude took a chick to McDonald's, and I'm like, and then the dude asked her, "Do you got a car?" No. You live in an apartment? Yeah. So you judging me about me taking you to Freddy's and you ain't got no car? Man, they a trip.
How old are these women?
Shit. In
And
their
that's
30s. Old
and
enough to know better.
I believe at a certain age, I mean, somebody like me who basically are not married or whatever, I believe at a certain age, I mean, I don't even deal with women like that. Period. So it's not really in my stratosphere to even in acknowledge shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless I read about it. I mean, at a certain age, you should know better not to deal with women like that. Or men like that. You go both ways. At a certain age, unfortunately, there are some trifling ass folks that happen to be our age, 40 plus, right? But at a certain age, I mean, you shit like that, man, is not even worth acknowledging or showing any attention to people like that. But I get it when you're younger. You know what I'm saying? You going through that crap. You gotta figure that shit out, man. You gotta figure out what energy you want to receive, what energy you want to give. A lot of that energy is worth it.
And then there was another Instagram thing. A dude was on a date with a chick, and a waitress came up and like, "Is this one ticket or two?" The dude like, "Am I fucking tonight?" She like, "Ugh, no." He said, "Separate," and I applauded him.
Like what?
he told her 2 tickets. Shit, you ain't gonna eat for free off of me, and then I can't get no McLovin? Nah, I'm cool. You know, they got them women out there that want to go on a date just to eat for free. Nah. That's what this chick was trying to do.
Yeah.
He said, if I can't get no pound cake, you can't get no dinner.
That's what I'm saying.
What about, I guess, chivalry dead, huh? Just
What he?
6
She
feet under.
who? She who?
Just put it in the ground, huh?
Man, they buried that shit a long time ago. And that's sad. But
Man,
that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same.
That was a jam though.
That's just the way it is. So, yeah, it's crazy. Valentine's Day ain't nothing but an overhyped holiday for women.
That's always been.
yeah. It kind of remind me of what you was talking about, Jimmy.
What's
You
that?
said your homegirl, what she said about Valentine's Day being for women.
Yeah. It would have been great if we could have got her on the show that the previous weekend, right before Valentine's Day hit. But yeah, that's what she said. And when she said it, I thought I was like, am I in the Twilight Zone or something? A woman admitting it there? What the hell? Right?
Yeah.
So I thought it would have been an interesting topic, especially coming from a woman saying, But maybe we'll get her on for something else. She's very, very outspoken and opinionated on some things. So I'm sure there'll be some other things that she'd be willing to talk about, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that'd be a good conversation.
Shout out to Shelly, our homegirl. She listens to the show. We appreciate you. But yeah, we'll talk.
Come on, get on the mic so we can have a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. So everybody witnessed the Super Bowl a week ago. I want to get your thoughts on the Super Bowl, the game, anything involving the game. What overall thoughts? What you think, Mike?
I ain't got none. You already know what I think.
Oh yeah, he's a conspiracy theorist.
The world don't know. What you think? I don't know. What you think,
Shit.
Mike?
As soon as Taylor Swift got with Old Boy, it became the Taylor Bowl. It was never the Super Bowl. Shit. The team that should have won was winning in that first half, and then they got that phone call. And we all know what that phone call consists of. Hey, we need you to start running the ball. And when that shit happened, it was over.
You on the conspiracy
stuff. You got players running and screaming in the coach's face, pushing them over, all kind of shit.
I didn't think that was that bad.
It's showing your coach up on national television.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was that bad. I don't think he meant to bump him. I knew he meant to yell at him. I didn't think he meant to bump him.
So you don't think that's bad, but yet.
Let me finish.
It's a trickle effect.
Let me finish.
Because look at it this way.
Let me finish, man. Let me finish.
You asked me what I thought, right?
Let me finish. My concern was the optics. Because if somebody else did it, it'd have been a whole media freaking teardown of another person's character. So let's say Stephon Diggs did that. They'd be
he has done it
all week. Yeah. And what happened when he does stuff like that? Oh, he's dysfunctional, he's a cancer, right? That was my concern with it, because I know, I mean, optically it didn't look good. My concern was if somebody else did that, it'd be a whole character assassination.
Right. Well, we was having the same point then. But what I was saying is it wasn't cool, the whole situation, because kids at home, high school kids that are going to college, see that type of unsportsmanlike conduct, if you want to call it. They think, well, if I can make it, if I can get big like Kelsey, then I can do it without repercussions. That's how I looked at it.
Not necessarily. It depends on the relationship.
We have superstar divas in the league that act like that get pats on the wrist, including Travis Kelsey.
Depends on the relationship.
But it happens.
Yeah.
You said it was a bad look, but yeah, it's a bad look to kids that playing a sport, and it reached how many billions of people are watching the Super Bowl. So kids see that happen, and they're, say, a 5-star athlete, and they make it big, and they get in a situation like that he's not getting the ball. You took me out on a crucial play. I'm gonna run up on my coaches like, put me back in the fucking game and bump them, and nothing happens.
First of all, you adding a lot to the potential, because you get a 5-star athlete who may not end up as big of a name as the Travis Kelsey anyway. And if a kid is watching that and he's being coached right now, he may see that shit, but his coach be like, nah, you ain't doing that to me. So it depends on the relationship. Andy Reid said, oh, that's just Travis. That's what Travis does. That's a different relationship. But optically, it still didn't look good. So I see what you're saying, but I think it just depends on the relationship.
Yeah, I've been on teams, not at that level, but college and high school. You know what I'm saying? I just seen players fight with coaches several times. You know what I mean? And when you in the heat of the battle, things get said. It's just like any argument with any other person. You do things, you say things that you don't really mean to. Um, but yeah, like y'all talking about the optics and on the outside, the media, like you said, they would have assassinated him if he was any other player. But um, that's personally, that's a internal team thing that gotta take place. That the discipline come from there. After the game, normally you would, when practice come around, you'd be running extra laps for something like that.
Right.
Um, but when you get to the NFL and stuff, it's all these other people see it, and then that's when all the bullshit start to happen because that's when it turned to politics, which is
And the
it's like,
Super Bowl wasn't nothing but politics. I like the
so
halftime show.
yeah.
Yeah, I should.
So
Even,
Mike, Mike,
even
you think that
go
was
ahead.
you think it was all they had planned this from the beginning? I've been hearing this conspiracy
Yeah,
theory that they wanted
dude.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey to get together, and then they was planned it so Kansas City win the Super Bowl, and then they was going to pledge their allegiance to Joe Biden at halftime and tell
I
people
wouldn't
to
go
vote
that
for
far.
Biden.
It was all a money stunt.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Now, a couple of episodes ago, you said it was going to be the Niners and the Ravens, and you swore up and down that was the conspiracy.
As
It-
I quoted, as I
It's on the
quoted,
show. It's on
as
the
it
show.
as as I quoted, it was shown online that the logos of the two teams that were supposed to be in the Super Bowl is what I said.
And
Yes, I said that.
I said, I don't know about that. You were like, watch.
You said, and you also said it could go either way.
And I said, if it don't happen, you on that island. And you was like, I'm Gilligan or whatever the hell you
I still stand on it.
What'd you say?
So what does that mean?
You said you was
But
a castaway. That's what you said.
I was what?
You said you was Tom Hanks or something. What'd you say?
I don't remember.
I think you said you was Tom Hanks or something.
Uh,
It was funny though.
as I told you in private, the whole Taylor Swift thing, once she became involved, it went to a whole different level, and it's nasty because, like I told you, Jimmy, and I don't know, I haven't talked to UT on the phone, but there's other superstar couples that go to the games, like Simone. Her husband is a football player. They don't give her no prospect sitting at the game supporting her man. Why?
There's no money involved. There is, but not the money that they would look like they trying to get at.
Exactly. So she brought in, they said, what, a total of 300,000 or 300 million new viewers. So it's all about money. It wasn't even about the game. And it's sad. So next year, it'll probably be the Super Bowl be flag football.
Flag football.
It might as well be. You didn't see the video of when Mahomes ran up when the first big play of the fourth quarter he ran, and the defender was standing right there. They came and he just like looked at him and kept running. I said, man, they need to quit this shit, dude. Either let the sport be a sport, or just say, hey, it's all a money grab. But they ain't gonna do that. It's entertainment.
The Taylor Swift thing. Go ahead, T. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, it's entertainment, and yeah, it's all about getting asses in the seats, and they like to make it like a big soap opera show, so people keep turning in and keep paying their money to come see them. I mean, yeah, they got to do. I think they do make calls, to keep people interested in, giving up that money. But a lot of it is just it's part of the game, though, too. It's still a game, and it's still a game of chance.
Conspiracy Mike. My whole problem with the Taylor Swift thing is when the media kept saying that solely because of her,
all this viewership of women and girls has increased, and it has. I understand what they were doing, with their big money grab. She's a billionaire and stuff like that. My issue was that media was saying, she brought in all this viewership of women and girls and stuff like that. What she did, what she has done, obviously, and then, on a weekly basis, daily basis, even, because I watch a lot of sports news and stuff like that. They have stories on how, little girls and their dads were getting together and watching football together and stuff, and making it a whole family thing. But my problem was they were all white. Okay, so I mean, like, I understand what Taylor Swift made the majority of her audience is. My problem is, as Mike mentioned, you have Simone Biles and her husband, and people are gonna say, "Well, he's not a superstar like Travis Kelce." Doesn't matter. The NFL, if they are sincere in their efforts to be inclusive, then they should. I think she should have got a little more camera time, or a little more spotlight with her relationship. And they're married. They're married. And who's to say that that wouldn't have brought little black girls and their dads together to watch the games? Because after all, they didn't make it to the playoffs. The Packers did, right? So, like I said, I'm my beef is the inclusiveness of it, the lack of being inclusive. Because if, for example, a black player, unfortunately, I'm just using this as an example. If a black player was to, I don't know, do something wrong to a woman, a black woman, or even a white woman, well, I'll keep it as a black woman. I guarantee you, they are going to try to bring that to attention and put that to the forefront, and that draws female viewers, probably, black female viewers, for the wrong reasons, right? Because they want to focus on stuff like domestic violence and women's advocacy, which they should do, but they should do all of that in being inclusive. So Simone Biles and her, that's a positive thing to bring attention to, and I don't think they got that attention. And maybe, like I said, the whole money thing with the Taylor Swift, I get it. They got their money, but whatever. But still, when you see a positive story like Simone and her husband, I think it could have gotten more attention. If not as much, it should have got more attention, because, little black girls and black women watch football too.
Man, all right. I hear you. I'm just gonna address it. They ain't gonna do that, because one, they already feel that black girls don't have their dads in their lives. That's how they feel. And when I say they, I'm talking about the NFL. You can't build a story around that. That's why, just like Lamar Jackson said, and I quote, there's a player that look like me, but he don't look like me. When he was talking about Patrick Mahomes, they don't want no black person with no braids that talks broken English, and number one, a player that beat the system by not having an agent. So they ain't gonna build no story around Simone Biles and her husband, because they feel they can't sell that story because they're black. It's Black History Month. It's truth. It's the year of the truth. Let's just say the truth. They ain't trying to do that story.
Yeah.
Shit. And it's wrong.
Yeah, and all the NFL, man, they all the inclusive, you know what I mean, trying to be inclusive.
Yeah.
It's they still cater to their main fan base, which is older white men. You know what I mean? And that's who they
Yeah.
are.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, and like black people's, even though we 80% of the league, they still want to turn the narrative to them. Like
Mhm.
I was watching I don't know, one of these talk shows, and one of the people was talking about they was mad because they were singing the black national anthem at the beginning of the Super Bowl. And it was like, oh, there shouldn't be two national anthems and blah blah blah. But they can sing "America the Free" and then with the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, that's two different national anthems in my mind. So I'm like, why can't it be more? Plus, they do the Canadian national anthem and all that different stuff for
because
other
that's their
sports.
money at play, T.
Yeah,
They got to cater to certain countries.
yeah, no, I understand, but I'm like, and the other people, they understand that, but until it comes to black people, when black people want to sing their songs and have their celebrations for and to celebrate their athletes, then it's a problem.
Hey man, this is America. You, I'm not gonna start singing all the songs. Y'all know it.
Yeah, no, I know.
Hey,
I'm just
ooh.
I'm just joining the conversation.
Do the dance, Jimmy. You know it.
I don't know what you're talking
Child Gambino. This is America.
You wrong for that.
You wrong for that one.
No, man, I'm just sick. No,
I
dude.
like how you brought up Black History Month though.
Hey man, dude, look, man. Y'all both know I ain't been in the best of moods. So it's just like, dude, all right, whatever.
I like
You gonna get the raw uncut.
Yeah, they just.
It is what it is.
I agree. They're not invested into our stories, despite the fact that, like T said, we make up the majority of the players in both in NBA and the NFL. Just they're not vested in our positive stories like they should be.
Because and
I gotta have a bag attached to it, like you said, Mike.
not to stay on the NFL too much longer, but look at the storyline like they were trying to give, like they wanted Christian McCaffrey to win the MVP. Like they were really trying to pull for him to win it.
He had a case. He got a case.
He had a case, but Lamar had a bigger case. He beat the best teams.
Yeah.
He just beat 3 top teams back-to-back weeks. I mean, yeah, he should have won it, but it was dude like, man, CMC should have won it. CMC, like, okay, but look at the storyline that Lamar had. He had every team against him, going against him, and he overcame it. But when it's time for him to shine, he fell short. But anyway,
I could have seen it. I thought Lamar should have won, but I mean,
every week they were talking about Christian McCaffrey. It's like, dude, all right.
See, I didn't hear all that. I heard Lamar. I didn't hear CMC all the time. I heard
Lamar. It was on First Take. It was on First Take.
I heard Lamar was pretty much unanimously going to win. But I heard you making cases for CMC, but I'm not as hard as you said you've heard. I didn't hear it that hard.
Dan or whatever his name is, the analyst on ESPN, Dan O.
Yeah.
But anyway, move on.
I'm like Jimmy. I heard mostly Lamar. I didn't hear too much about. I mean, I heard McCaffrey, but it was kind of like a side note. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, Chris McCaffrey's doing really good up in San Francisco.
But Lamar's story didn't catch on until later, towards the end of the year. By then, they already beat, the top 3-4 teams.
That's because Lamar's actual numbers ain't that good.
Whose numbers?
Lamar's.
Nah, he had pretty good numbers, Jimmy.
No, he did not. If you
Oh,
take if you take other quarterbacks that weren't even in the race, Dak has better numbers than Lamar as a quarterback, numbers wise. But Lamar beat everybody, like you said.
right. And the defense actually helped his hurt his numbers. Because they had a lot of interception touchdowns, blah, 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 blocks, shit like that. But
But Lamar did beat everybody when it was time, but his numbers
right.
uh were not great. They were good, but not great. But no, yeah, I mean, mostly what I heard was like he already had it. Like, a couple months ago, they was like, yeah, Lamar pretty much got it in the bag, for what I heard.
Yeah. So what y'all think about Monique on Shannon and then Shannon and Mike Epps?
Oh yeah, that's a good one, Mike. The Mike Epps one. T, you pay attention to that? Did you watch any of that?
No, I haven't got it. I heard some stories, with Monique, and so Charlamagne the God had to apologize to her, and because he was out of bounds for, you know, I can't remember his comments, but I know he said something that was off color that he needed to apologize to her for, and yeah, and she, she kind of vindicated herself, with she won her I think she won her lawsuit with Netflix, showing how they was, how they was paying her less than all these other comedians, black and white, you know.
Yeah.
And Monique, man, her and her husband, man, they've been making some big strides showing it. And I think she sued CBS too, because they wasn't giving her um, money off of her. Was it Parker's? Was it the Parkers?
Man, that's crazy, man. When she talked about that, I was like, dang. Because she was like, we made the numbers to reach syndication, and she should be getting paid, however much, and they didn't even want to give her that.
Yeah,
That show been in syndication for like forever, man, for years and years and years. After their main seasons have ended, they were in syndication for like a long time. And she
yeah,
was like, they didn't want to give us the money for that. I was like, yeah, you got to fight for that. I ain't mad at you fighting about
yeah,
that.
yeah. When I was working for a local TV station, like back in 2005, and that's all we played was the Parkers. And
Yeah,
I know we was making money off of them, so I'm like, down them, they didn't get paid.
yeah.
Because they labeled her as the angry black woman.
Well, and
Remember, they said she was hard to do, she was hard to work with, just like one of her former colleagues, Vivica Fox.
yeah,
They try to get rid of her. They don't want that problem. So I'm not saying that it's right, but that's what they label you as.
yeah,
When you're a problem, see, this is like any workplace. Like I started to realize it when your bosses tell you, "Oh, my door is always open to you. Any complaints, come in and come talk to me." And they tell you that, but they really don't. What they tell you is, "Don't bring your ass in my office, complain about no shit." So one
mhm,
time you go in there, one turns into two, two turns into four. They're like, "Damn, why are we fired? Why are we hired this motherfucker? He
yeah,
complained about everything." And she and Vivica falls into that category because
yeah,
they see you as a headache. Even though you have a valid point, they don't want you to bring up those valid points. You're supposed to
yeah,
just put your head down and grind, grind, grind.
yeah. Do like saw what Taraji was talking, man. Like she was that type where she kind of just sat by and didn't really say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But they was screwing her on movies. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, she
Like
made what was it, 12,000 or 15,000 a
some
movie?
yeah, something like that.
I
And
said,
then
damn.
then when she did get paid, I think one movie she got like 250,000, but uh, then they hit her like with she like I had to pay for my hotel room and my flight over there, and I had to pay for this and that and that. Like it ended
Mm-hmm.
up where she only made like 50,000. She had to pay for all the crew that was with her. It was like damn. And this was like a big production. I want to say Cloud Atlas or
Mhm.
oh no, Benjamin Button.
Mm.
And they made bukus off of that movie.
And
But
then
they gave her
I think if I remember correctly, Monique said, and I'm sure it hit the news for the Color Purple. She had an audition for that shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now this is somebody that's clearly got the cachet in the background and the resume to the point to where you would think she wouldn't have to audition for that. You would think, and this was with Oprah. You would think they'd be like, "Yeah, I want her."
Yeah, right.
Now I want her. I know she can do this. She got this role. That's what I want in my role, and that's it.
And she also stated, Jimmy, in the interview with Shannon, she like, there's not two ugly or big black women like her and Oprah. So she did make that point, like, hey, who else can you get to play this role that fits the description other than Oprah and me? So yeah, you're right.
Um,
Yeah, man. You say something, you get screwed. If you don't say something, you get screwed too, man. It's a lose-lose.
Man. It's you right, T, you right, Jimmy. It's just that a lot of these businesses now, they just putting their dick on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They like, oh, so you think you famous too? Well, watch this. And I think that's what the biggest problem is, Monique has with Oprah and Tyler Perry. Cause she went in. She went in.
so when you put it like that, putting the penis on the table, is that a what is called a toxic male trait?
Well,
This is why,
you can't say that it was only a male because Oprah did it too.
right?
I was just using that as a reference. But
Yeah,
um,
because some people will look at it and be like, Mike, there is a toxic male problem in the industry. That's
well,
why.
yeah, it's been for years, but I mean, in this case, you really can't say it's all male because she worked with Tyler and she also worked with Oprah.
Tyler ain't
And,
no man.
huh? What'd you say?
Tyler ain't no male.
No, I said no. I'm saying that
Sometimes he is.
I'm saying she worked with males and female producers.
I
That's
know
what.
what you're saying. I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude. Like she said, when your own people do you dirty, when you think that people got your back when they really don't, then it just opens your eyes to the big picture.
And me, Mike, you and I talked about this. So I said, what if the messenger was in a different package?
Mm-hmm.
In reference to Monique, like, because her stuff, her issues came out about what 7 years ago or so.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so what if it was like Halle Berry that said this? And I know the backlash Monique got from her own people and others, and they're like, oh, she just loud and da 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 da. But what if it was like Halle Berry that said this? Do you think she would have got a different reception? Not
Yes.
saying it would all be fixed, but from her own people, even. Do you think she would have got a different perception or reception?
Yes and no, because they got to Halle Berry early enough. And what I mean by that, like for how we have the stigma, like for black people to win Grammy awards and shit, they gotta play the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like Denzel Washington. Well, like you had to sell your soul almost. So Halle Berry, when she did Monster Ball, she slept with Billy Bob Thornton. So they just hold certain things against you.
No, but what I'm saying is, if the messenger was in a different package, meaning not what Monique,
Right.
fat, black, loud, if it was skinny,
Halle Berry.
that's attractive or whatever, and not, I'm just using Halle Berry as an example, but if it was in a different package, would the public been like, maybe she does have something? You know what I'm saying?
I said yes or no, and that's why I said they got to Halle Berry already by her doing the role in Monster Ball, that whole scene.
Yeah.
So they have control of her because you slept with Billy Bob Thornton.
Okay, but what was with Paula Patton? Let's say it was Paula Patton.
They were probably looking into it, like you said, like you're getting to.
Yeah.
But I don't think the outcome will be any different.
I don't think so either. I don't think so. And I was kind of referencing it towards our people for the most part. Because a lot of our people, when Monique initially came out with her beef, they was like, oh, she just, man, come on, she loud, she fat and she loud, and nobody gonna take her seriously. But no, she was on some principle. She was on some real principle shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially what she said about not Cat, but Kevin Hart.
Yeah, that was
He
crazy.
did her dirty.
That was crazy. But on with the Mike Epstein. T, did you you paid attention to the Mike Epstein with Shannon Sharp?
No, I didn't hear about that. I was gonna ask y'all what happened with Mike Epps and Shannon Sharp.
Well, they had beef over stuff that Cat Williams was saying, and then at some point during the interview, Mike Epps felt like Shannon was trying to get throw his Shannon was trying to put his name onto some of that shit that Cat was talking about, and Shannon was like, I don't recall even having your name in my mouth in regards to that, and then they went at it. Mike Epps was accusing Shannon of being gay. Then it came to a come see me, a pull up type of situation, and
Oh shit!
he said Chad Johnson looked like a milk dud with no eyebrows. Yeah,
Damn.
so, All-Star game was in Indiana. Mike Epps was from Indiana or whatever, and Shannon was like, "Be in Indiana, and when I come to Indiana, I'm gonna come see you." Basically.
Oh damn!
But they
They got
squashed.
the gangster shit. Oh man, I didn't hear about that.
And Mike Epps was like, yeah, bro, I don't fight. Basically, if you come see me, I don't fight. You know what that means. Typically.
Yeah.
So yeah.
About the quick fight.
Yeah. So it got kind of heated. I'm glad they squashed it though. I don't know. Some people think it was all for promotional value. I don't know. What you think, Mike?
I don't think it was because Mike Epps called him gay.
Yeah.
Because he was like,
Shannon was
reference to Shannon Sharp sitting across from Cat Williams looking at his package. And
I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
Shannon was pissed though. I mean, he was legit pissed.
He said, you can make all the jokes you want about me, but don't be playing with my name. He was saying, he calling Shannon gay. He like, dude, I can take the jokes, but he said his daughter called him about what Mike Epps said, and that's why he was heated, because it was affecting his daughter. Because people was like, man, is your dad really gay? Like shit like that. Because Shannon and Chad did a nightcap talking about it. And he soon the show started, he went at it.
Yeah,
because Chad Johnson was talking about he went and bought him some black Nike Air Force.
Yeah.
He said he went and bought him some Air Force One. So he was ready. It was crazy, dude. Like this world, man, it's just so much shit going on, dude. It's just crazy. It's crazy, dude. You got athletes fighting with comedians. And
2024 will be the year of the truth.
Yep.
So far.
Oh, thinking about the truth, and this ain't got nothing to do with anything we've been talking about, but somebody down in Florida, they done said the the quiet part out loud. I was reading that
The
they
quiet
said they
part.
wouldn't have, yeah, the one of these schools, they put in a rule where they won't, like, kids
Excuse
got to
me.
get their permission slip from their parents to hear lectures from black authors.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Let's.
Yeah.
You said
And so,
Florida, right?
yeah, Florida.
You know what, man? I personally, especially over through the years, I've never been to Florida one. I always wanted to visit, but at this time, I really have no desire to go to Florida. It's freaking crazy over there, man. It's crazy.
Yes. Yeah, same here.
Florida is one of those states. You drive past certain areas, you can feel like, oh yeah, they're in solidarity. But then there's other, you drive through like, you see a Confederate flag, like, yeah, let's keep it pushing.
Yeah,
It's like that. It's like that.
there's so much
Like,
weird shit happening over there, man. I really don't see the appeal in it other than being by the ocean. And if you want to see an alligator every now and then, fine. But other than that, the way the people are, the way it is over there politically,
well, that's the problem. You just that's the question. That's the answer right there.
mm,
It's the person who's running the state.
mhm,
Hmm.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Hey, any of y'all about to buy the Trump Air Force Ones?
The what you said the Trump Air Force One?
Yeah,
Hell no.
he came out with some all gold Air Force Ones the other day.
Well, if you buy them, I buy them. How about that?
That's
I ain't getting no. I ain't helping him out with that 380 million that he got to pay.
I saw that, man. I just I, I I don't understand how people back somebody that is so corrupt.
All they gonna do
Blatantly
is write that
corrupt.
shit off.
Blatantly corrupt. On gird. Like anytime he's on the damn TV, it's something corrupt. Whether it's coming out of his mouth or something he done did or something that done caught up with him. And this is who people want to run the country. Yeah. I don't get it.
Yep. And they already said in the survey that if he get convicted, they still gonna ride with him.
Yeah, it's like a cult.
It is a cult.
Uh,
Yeah, it's crazy. And the crazier thing is that, man, he can actually still be president if he had to go to jail. There ain't
Mm-hmm.
no law. There ain't no law saying that somebody convicted of a crime that's in jail can't be president.
if
Ridiculous.
that's the case, they could have Suge Knight for president. Shit.
If the
Yeah.
government was gangster and thought like I was, they can have him taken care of. In my soprano talk,
I mean, it's
the
American
world would be a better place. Think about what this motherfucker just said. This motherfucker went on TV and said that the countries, I forgot what country it was, they should bomb other the NATO states, the NATO countries. This nigga went
Yeah.
on TV and said that.
Yeah, he said if they don't pay their bills, that Russia, even if the other country is part of Ukraine, if they didn't pay their bills, I mean, if the other country is part of NATO, they owe Russia, then Russia should go ahead and do whatever they want to them, because you got to pay your bills.
That's treason. That's a form of treason. So you telling another country to bomb and kill innocent people.
Our political system is a joke, man. Fucking joke, dude. It's crazy. I wish. I mean, I watched TV earlier today,
Tell the truth.
and they're just
in that space, there's just a need for something. I don't know whether that's going to happen or not, but there's really needs to be something new, something younger, it's just something. I don't know what that's going to look like, but that's what's needed because all this other stuff, these two parties that have been going on and going back and forth for centuries is it's not it, man. And then the political system as a whole, from top on down, is just it's a joke. It's a joke. For them to even have to think twice on whether this fool should be in office or whatever, screw the laws, man. I mean, he's a freaking idiot. The man is an idiot. He's running the country. He's ran the country into the ground, and we lost all respect on so many levels. Inside the country and outside the country, because these other countries outside the United States, they think we're a freaking joke.
Yeah.
When in past history, prior history, before this clown got in office, was America a joke? Like literally a joke.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's like, man, a lot of when Trump was in office, just a lot of countries they just lost confidence in America.
Yeah.
It's like, man, we can't take y'all serious no more.
Yep.
And Biden has helped to kind of bring that back, to get that confidence back. But man, a lot of people still like he too old and he ain't doing the job right. And then I think the big thing is he got this black woman as vice president. They feel like if he croak, we got to deal with her. And Mike, what you were saying earlier, like the angry black woman, that's what none of them want.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
Not only that, they don't feel she's doing nothing.
She's been awfully quiet for a VP, in my opinion. Now, I thought about that actually pretty recently. I'm just like, could she be quiet because she's still trying to build that cachet as a woman and a woman of color? Like she don't necessarily, she still for some reason doesn't necessarily have all the freedom to do so. She's still trying to build upon that reputation because as a woman and a woman of color, she still got a lot to prove. I was like, could be, but at the same time, I think we would like to hear from her on a lot of stuff.
Well, I'm going to call your bullshit on that. Not saying you're bullshit, but she ain't had no problems when she was down there convicting motherfuckers.
Yeah.
She had a lot to say then.
Yeah. But
yeah.
one thing I want to say, man, I think it's just a part of the vice president. I think it's just like the vice president don't say shit. They sign papers, make appearances, and shit in the background.
No,
But I mean, you think about it. The most vocal one I heard was Dick Cheney when he was. I don't remember any vice presidents really getting out and being super political. They like just went along with whatever the president did.
You guys are forgetting when Biden was vice president when he was with Obama.
What did he do? Joe was trying to fight people, and Obama was just trying to calm him down.
Yeah, because Biden was saying what Obama couldn't say. It's just the roles are reversed right now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what do you think?
Go ahead.
What do you think? What do you think will happen if Kamala was to come out and start talking mad behind Biden? Would that make Biden look weak and say he ain't in control?
Well, they already think he ain't in control.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, T, and that's what I was kind of alluding to. I don't know if I said it, what I said previously, if I said it right. Like, as a woman, does she feel that she still has, are there still a lot of hoops and obstacles, even though she has the title, is there still a lot of bullshit that she's got to go through in order to take that kind of position? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I'm going to admit, like to Mike's point,
you know, when Joe and Obama was rolling, you know, there's been times that Joe be like, "Oh, you know, Barack, I got this. You know, you and Michelle, y'all go do your thing. I'll take care of this. I'll address the nation on whatever, you know, I got this. I'll handle it." But I ain't seen that for Kamala. And I was just like, well,
Nope.
maybe, you know, there's still some shit she gotta go through. And that's sad because she shouldn't have to. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? I think we would like to hear more from her.
yeah, I think so too. But then I think like the I think it's a certain faction of the of the states that would like to hear from her, but I think it's a larger faction that don't. I think a lot of people still feel like because of the dynamic between it being a male president and a woman vice president, like she should still take a submissive role to the man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
I think that's what she feels like you saying, Jimmy. I think she feel that heat like it's gonna turn a lot of voters off
Yeah,
if you know, like she trying to act like president, but she ain't president. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But
So that's
I think we should have a woman president. We need a mother in charge.
like Hillary, man. I mean, you know, I actually think Hillary would have been all right, personally. Um, Especially when I'm looking at what we got in office now. You know, Joe has his issues, and then you got a far worse issue on the other side. But yeah, I mean, it's tough
Mm.
for. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough for women on a lot of stages, man. There's still a lot of shit that they got to go through. It's unfortunate at this day and age because you know Kamala, she got the title. She should have the leeway to do what we've seen vice presidents do in the past. But like you said, what you said is on point because I thought about that. First, I was gonna jump all over her actually in our conversation here, but I retracted like, well, maybe it's just not as clear cut as it should be for a woman with that position, you know?
We got less than 2 minutes.
So it's crazy.
Yeah, well, I guess we wrap this show up, huh, fellas?
Yeah. And Mike,
Yep.
you should start wearing like one of them little koofies, like like Marvin Gaye had.
Why I need to wear a kufi, man?
Did you conspiracy brother? Like on undercover brother, you Dave Chappelle.
I mean, I just see shit, dude. I see shit and I look at shit different. Just that's
uh,
just me, man. I'm
uh,
different. I don't try to, but it's just that's just me. Everything got a purpose.
Yeah.
it does. You're right about that.
Hey man, I know we getting ready to sign off, dude, but I listened to the documentary on Bobby Womack.
Yeah,
He was dirty.
I heard.
Man, uh he so when Sam Cooke died, he hooked up with his wife. He married Sam Cooke's wife, right?
Mhm.
And to the funeral, he wore one of Sam Cooke's suits.
Oh, damn.
Wait a minute, dude. If you ain't never watched it,
Disrespectful.
dude, wait. Make sure you go watch it. Not only that, so after they were married, well, right after they buried him, they were married for a while. He divorced the wife and started messing around with the daughter.
Oh, man.
I was watching that shit
Damn.
like, and look, I'm a fan of this fool. I'm like, and he got the one song, "That's the Way Love Goes," or something like that.
Man, I
Oh,
guess so.
damn, you
I guess
dirty.
so. He just shit all over that man's grave. That's, man,
I heard.
that's
I heard some
foul.
stuff about Bobby.
Dude, it's a documentary. Watch that shit. I was like, what the fuck? When they say keep your enemies close,
Man,
he did it.
he took that shit literally.
Yeah,
He
they
was
had a
so
beef.
he was so close.
Dude, watch that shit, dude. I was like, damn, dude. And we talking about the beef that we have in music. It ain't nothing like that, bro.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah,
Damn.
man, it was a good show with y'all today.
Yo, I want to give thoughts and prayers out to those victims in Kansas City, because
Man,
that's some punk
Yeah.
ass shit. I'm gonna call it a spade. That's some punk ass shit.
and and they were fighting.
Yeah.
Altercation broke out.
That's what I'm saying. That is some punk ass shit. Teenagers.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't hear officially what happened, but I assumed that was the deal.
Yeah,
Because they
fight
said
broke
it was
out.
just, yeah, they said it was just like I thought it was like a gang shooting. It probably still was. No, it was just a fight.
Mm-hmm. But
Took
they
all them
said the
people
gun
out.
laws are so soft in Missouri that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, just because of that, they probably won't even do parades anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know.
They
They
said,
did that. They shot up Denver parade last year.
oh yeah, they flip cars and burning cars and shit. But
Some people got shot there too.
yeah, but 12 out of 19 were kids.
Yeah.
Were the
That's
kids just injured, or did they?
Some of them were shot by, innocent bystanders.
yeah.
You know, the government cares more about women and kids than they do men and men, women, kids, and dogs or animals. So yeah, dude, that was fucked up, man.
Yeah.
And I was also, and I know we don't go. I said I was just telling my daughter, sometimes you can be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and shit like that happens. As
Yeah.
she's on her way to go to college, I'm like, just make sure you put yourself in the right situation.
Good advice. Wise advice, man. Yeah.
Cause it ain't the times when we grew up. So
Well, even when we grew up, remember we was at the house party that time? I snuck out the house
man,
and it got shot up. Dude got killed like right there.
yeah, in the front yard.
Yep.
We all in the basement partying. And man, I ain't even say, yeah. How you invite Bloods and Crips to your house party?
Yeah.
Dated one of each.
Yeah, man. That shit don't go together like oil and water, man.
Hey man, on our next episode, we gotta talk about our past, man. Me and Jimmy went down memory lane about the Shark Club and some things that took place. And I know me and T got a couple stories we could talk about partying and shit.
Oh, man.
We can keep the names sealed. Why you laughing, T?
No reason. No reason at all.
All I did was observe.
Huh?
All I did was observe. I was just a spectator.
Jimmy, see, he gonna be. See, man, we gonna have to sit down and sign some papers. Cause see, between you, T, and Jimmy, one of you motherfuckers gonna try to write a book, and I don't have no say so. Then that cannot happen.
We gotta do the.
I was just spectating.
And we gotta write that NDA.
Yes, sir.
Non-disclosure agreement. We gotta.
I mean, between the three of us, we can write a book. That book will be thick. We got some stories, brother. Like T, jump in the pool, jump the gate at the pool.
Yeah.
The situation with the fan.
Yeah. Tales from the hood.
Creighton, sneaking up to Creighton to the dorms.
Oh man.
The parking garage.
Oh, man.
What was his name, man? Kuso?
They're trying to get me in jail.
No, dude. It's past
That
7 years. You ain't do nothing wrong.
It's statutes of criminality, man. I might. They can still hit me civilly.
No, they can't. What they say, what you don't know, don't show. In the
And that's why Trump paying out 100 and some million.
Shit, Trump. Hey, you said the right name in the wrong time. It's Trump. So yeah, Jimmy, we got stories going on base illegally.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
Y'all got stories.
man. Bro. See,
Yeah.
if we
Oh,
had
Jimmy
more
got-
time, I'll tell you.
Jimmy, you got some too, man. We all got some. We all got horror tales, man.
This fool
That's
called me T one night. He's like, "Hey man, these two broads wanted us to come over. It's kind of lit." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I think we should make that move. We blow off work tomorrow. It's a holiday."
And that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. That is our show.
yeah,
Hey,
yes.
T, hey T, only thing I'm gonna tell you, T, before we leave, hey, his car was his car was Kit before Kit.
Happy Black History Month, everybody.
Yeah, man. No doubt. Happy Black History, right? And
He said,
like I was
we ain't got no turbo boost, Michael.
Y'all
Hey,
crazy.
T, we were fighting against Goliath that night, boy.
Y'all crazy.
He said, our shields are weak, Mike. I don't think we can take another hit. Turbo boost, kid. Turbo boost.
Shit.
That's my show for tonight, y'all. I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna have to be continued for that one.
Catch y'all on our next adventure.
Right. Until then, enjoy Black History Month and shake them haters.
That's right.
No, right.
Y'all be
All right, y'all.
fellas.
Holler at y'all.
Yes, sir.
One.
Stay healthy.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.